the story of this is a story of the three little pigs on drugs. And alright, so we have one fat pig. He's like, I'm a piggy. And I got the weird ears that makes me look like a piggy and eyes. So this is one of the little piggies. And the first little piggy lived in a house that had a meth lab in the basement. And he's got all like those little beakers and stuff because he's like making meth man. So that was in the basement of the first little piggy's house. And so the cop, which is like the wolf guy. Well, you see, because this little piggy, in order to live in such like a giant mansion-like house with a turret on it, because it's almost like a castle, he had to make his living selling meth. So yes, you'll be in the damn story. Calm down. Freaking. Okay, so then Officer You can be in it too. Okay, so Officer McLawdog, which is the wolf, but I don't know how to draw a wolf. But hey, shut up. And there's like the little star, meaning he's sheriff, and he's like, knock, 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 little piggy, but the piggy's actually inside, and he's like, oh damn, you'll never catch me, motherfucker. So he gets out his shotgun, and he's like, you think you gonna blow my house down? I'm gonna blow you up. So like, the cops have a shootout, and the SWAT team end up getting in like these mad cool helicopter thingies. Yeah, helicopter. Yeah, alright. So like, and this is the SWAT team. So they go and they bust the first little piggy, right? So like, the pig's on the ground, he's in handcuffs and all. They're like, you have the right to be made into bacon. Anything you say will and or want to be, yeah, that's a pig. And no, that's not an eye, it's a wart. Or a freckle. Alright, so they get the first little piggy, and then they go to the second little piggy's house, and his house has an electrified gate in front and mean little guard dogs. But I can't draw a dog, so I'm not even going to try. So, in his house is like uber gigantic, but he has that electric fence in front of it, and this little piggy sells cocaine that he gets flown in from Colombia. So he gets this flown in from Colombia, where he has a very loved uncle that sometimes they go out to this nice restaurant. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Mickey D's. Fancy. Alright, so they normally get their favorite meal, a Whopper Jr. with fries, no onions, pickles, ketchup, mustard, relish, and, you know, they maybe throw on a little lettuce, and, you know, they always like getting the McDonald's fries, so, you know, there's some fries. Right, so anyway, the cocaine. So, he's breaking it up on his little razor here, and, he's got it into some nice lines, you know, maybe 2, 3, or 4, because, like, he's planning on just getting really screwed over, and then, whoa, that's not a pig, and then, yeah, so he's gonna get, like, super whatever, and then he's gonna have relations with this girl piggy that you can see by the bow in her hair. It is, in fact, a piggy. So he takes, like, a little straw or whatever, and, like, here's his nose, and he's like, oh, yeah. So he's sniffing that line, and then, so the piggy's now like, whoa. And he doesn't even realize that the cops, the po-po, are outside his door. So they say that they're like his grandma, but like it's a guy, but he's like too messed up to even realize that his grandma sounded like a dude. So he opens the door, and standing there is the cop, you know, and he's like, "Yo, LAPD man, yo, under arrest." And yeah, and he's got his Colt 44, and he's like, "Yo, sonny, I'm Uncle Sam, and you better come down with me. We going to the big house." And that's the Popo station. Alright, so that's 2 out of the 3 pigs. But the final pig, you see, he's a lot smarter, because like he's more well known. I mean, he's like Bob Marley's brother, so he's like this little Negro piggy, and he's, yeah, like that good impersonation. And he's like chilling here, and he's like, "Oh, I ain't afraid of no cops," because he's like watching on the TV. He's like, "Pigs get busted." But he knows that he can rely on his brothers from the hood, man. He's got like some goat friends and stuff, and like other little barnyard in. And so like he knows that the cops are gonna be coming to his house in their little in their little squad car. So he's like,
what is this?
That is a guy with a straw, and that's a nose.
It kind of looks like something else.
And he knows that the Popo are going to be coming, but he's not afraid, because he has these underground passages that actually lead him to Italy, because it's shaped like a boot. The end. So the 3rd piggy gets away, and
you gotta sign it.
Yeah, my
I
signature.
thought I was supposed to be in this story.
Yeah, me too. What's up with that? You are. She got a couple shots of your face.
Alright. And to make Anita and Kayla happy,
They were his hoes.
Yeah. So he's like roaming around the streets of Italy with like a girl in each arm, and he's like, "Oh yeah, look at me. I'm a mad boss piggy, yo. I got all these fine women on me." And he's all like, "Yo, but the Popo in this area don't mind, yo, because he's like the Godfather. He's like cleaning up the streets, but at the same time he's still doing the dirty stuff with his most favorite thing to sell."
Do I get my mouth now?
Which would be the
Very nice.
Where do I get my mouth? I don't get any mouth.